Alright, welcome back to the video. Here in today's lesson, we're learning about perspective basics. So today we're going to be starting off with our horizon. And with our horizon line, this also can be known as the eye level. And it's an important part of drawing a perspective because we should have it in any perspective drawing we're doing. So we always start by dropping our horizon line in, and then we're going to try to identify vanishing points. Or in this case here, I'm drawing my little dude here with a flag, and that horizon line or the eye level is right at his eye level. So the viewers are sharing eye level with our little character there. And I'm just going to keep doodling this out. It's a quick, quaint little piece. Put in some clouds. And go through here. So here's an example of where we put a low eye level. It's lower on the piece. So we have all the space up above the eye level. So I'm going to go ahead here, label it. You'll see me labeling a bunch of stuff throughout this video, just to help drive home some of these points and remind students what things are. So here in this example, I'm going to be doing a higher eye level. So I'm going to draw like a hill and our little character up on top of that. Since it's in the foreground, I'm going to have it break the frame and just kind of come all the way to the foreground, tone it a bit. I apologize for some of that, because we are in the classroom today. So here's my little dude on the hill, drawing this little flag. I like to use the flag as a composition to point towards a focal point or something important. So you can have the wind blowing it around, bringing it towards the eye to look. So here I'm just going to draw on some lines of trees or farm land, whatever feels good. Really, I try to just go by the rule of cool. Whatever I'm feeling, just put in, especially in thumbnails, just get it out. Alright, here, moving on to our next point. So we're going to be looking at vanishing points. And these are our second really important tool in drawing with perspective, because all of our parallel lines should be going towards vanishing points. So anytime we're drawing anything in perspective, any lines that those things have should be pointing towards a vanishing point. And at our level, we'll just be using 1 point and 2 point perspective. So I'll go ahead and doodle out just a quick 1 point perspective example of a plane, otherwise a surface, pointing towards one vanishing point. We are in cold season, so it seems like winter's coming down with stuff. So here I have the vanishing point, eye level, or the otherwise known as the horizon line. I'll go ahead and do out our 2 point perspective now, and I'll label both vanishing points. So we have the right vanishing point here, and then our left vanishing point. Go ahead, again, write out eye level, label it. And here I'm going to be drawing my parallel lines coming from those vanishing points. So here we're moving on to our field of vision. This is another really important part of perspective drawing. So it's going to help us understand what viewers can see, and when we're drawing, what things should be nice sharp, things that should be a little bit more distorted. This is also for imagining cameras moving through a scene. We can use this to know what the camera can see. So I'll go ahead and draw our little dude here with our cone of vision coming from the nasal bridge, which is that spot right between your eyes. And then I also have in here the horizontal plane, which when you're looking at it from the side is just a flat line, which is our center of vision. So now I'll move this on to our 3/4 cone of vision. I'll be sure to include the line of sight, the 3D cone of vision, and our horizontal plane, imagine as an arrow. And we're going to see that cut through the middle of our cone of vision. So here I'm just doing our little character dude, like a little staff. Like he's standing here looking off in the distance. So another term is station. And all this means is the point at which our cone of vision is coming from. So in other words, we are the station point, or the viewers of the station. This can also be done as the character of the station or any other viewer. This is going to bring us into our last important term, and that's the picture plane. And this represents an invisible plane in front of us. We can imagine this like we're holding up our or our paper in front of us, and we're looking through it, or we're looking through a window. This would be our picture. And I'll go ahead and do another 3/4 view of our little character facing off in the distance with our picture plane. So here I've drawn a little picture plane icon and some clouds in the back. So that again, that picture represents a we're looking through to our. Go ahead and finish off picture plane with a side view of the picture plane. It's also going to demonstrate our vision again, center vision, and kind of how our scene can exist from that view. So that's it as far as our intro terms go. Our horizon line, cone of vision, vanishing points, and picture line. So let's move on to the next part, which is another very important part of our perspective, which is our worship. And I'll draw out a scene here with some concepts of anything that's below the horizon, seen on top of anything that's above a horizon line, we're going to be able to see underneath it. Things that are on the horizon line, we won't be able to see on top of or underneath. We will see both sides visible to it. So here I'm going to draw out our same little character standing on a ridge. I'll add some shadow to it just to give some extra level of perspective depth. And then I'll go ahead and demonstrate the things I just spoke of. I'll also draw in a little cone of vision just to keep reinforcing how that works. So this rounds out our shapes, mainly boxes, and how anything that's again below we can see on top of, anything that's above we can see underneath. Here's our demonstration of things that are at our eye level. So here demonstrating a one-point perspective of planes again or surfaces. A plane and a surface is the same thing. That's below our eye level, and then I'll be demonstrating things above our eye level coming towards the viewer. Alright, so finishing up our lesson here, we went over some perspective terms that I think should help us in understanding perspective, at least how to draw it. And we've went over some good concepts I'm excited to come up with, so I'll catch you guys.